The most pointless kettle in the world? Let's get into it. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Hope you are all well. Today's review, I've been sent in this and I've been asked to do a review on it. Not sure what it was at first. When I got into the packaging, it was upside down like this, and I thought, oh, it must be some sort of survival, tin. I thought, great, some little EDC things in there and stuff you can carry on. Pretty small. And I turned it around and I realised, oh, it's a kettle, basically. And I thought, why would anyone ever make a square kettle? I never really understood it. Everything I've always used is round. And then I realised, genius. How clever is that? We've all got these knocking around, trangia, army canteens, trays, cups, plates, bowls, whatever you want to call them. It just fits in. Nice and neat. Put the lid back on and away you go. Thing is with trangia, and I really like trangia stuff, it's always been built to last. It works really well. And this is a real and official trangia canteen. And I really like this. I've used this a lot just to boil water and things like that, and it cleans ever so well. And it looks brand new and it just cleans so well. Once you get a Grillo pad on that, it's brilliant. So when I seen this, I thought, oh, it doesn't say trangia on it, so I'm assuming it's just a generic, knockoff thing that someone's decided to make. A couple of downsides that I have found with it is these edges. I'm not sure if you can see that on the camera, guys, but they just look rolled. Now, I don't really like to see that. I like to see proper welds, really, when it comes to aluminium, because, these eventually fail and you'll start getting bubble, water coming out and liquids and things like that. It's not always the best. It's not that big, really. It looks pretty big on the camera, but it's not. It literally holds a cup of water. Not the best, but it'll do for a drink and a couple of camp outs with it. And I don't know how long it'll last officially. Again, that even looks pressed in, so I'm not sure. But if you guys have one, let me know in the comments. I've only ever seen these around a couple of times. I actually forgot about them, and then when I got sent one to do a little review on them, I thought it's a great little idea. Biggest downside, the biggest issue I have with it, apart from it being small, which is pretty much a novelty item, I suppose. It's very lightweight, being aluminium, is the fact of the spout. Once you've filled that with water, because you're going to need to fill it quite deep just to get a cup's worth of water in, otherwise it's pretty much pointless in having it. It's just going to boil out. The spout design maybe could have been a bit different, or maybe a top on it or something to stop the water bubbling out. And that's pretty much a shame. But we'll do some testing on it, guys, and let me know what you think. I thought it was a great little item. I thought, it just completes my trangia set, because I normally keep like coffee, tea and sugar and things like that in this when I go away, and I'll just put it all in this, maybe with a little alcohol stove or something like that, and it works really well. Then I thought, well, I've not really got no space, but you could always get some, coffee, tea, sugar, salt, pepper and things like that in there, and just take it as a complete kit. It'd be great to take as backpacking and things like that, because it is very lightweight, and I can't really knock it, for the weight of it. I mean, it literally weighs nothing. But as far as this goes, I think it's great. It just makes me laugh. It's really cute. I'm not sure how well it's going to handle and hold up on a stove, because it is obviously round. I tried it on my cooker earlier and it does slightly fall. It doesn't fit in, with the bars. And I thought, bit of a danger that is, hot boiling water. You don't want that to, even though it's only a small amount, you still don't want that falling over or, tipping on yourself and things like that. But we'll give it a bit of testing, guys, and we'll see how it goes. It looks generally pretty solid. If it's definitely, basically a knockoff version of trangia. I don't even know if trangia do one. I've never actually looked into them. So if they do one, then I'm assuming it's pretty much going to be the same. But for a little aluminium kettle, whatever you want to call it, that fits in that really nicely. I thought that was great. And these are really small, because these are the smaller ones as well. These actually fit in the canteen bags that people use. It's like a round one, then there's a pouch on the side. loads of survival videos on that as a canteen or even a survival bag, things like that. Always good to have. I'm going to start doing some survival kits soon. A lot of people are asking for them, and I want a bit of a UK take on them. So I'm going to get a few of them survival kits. I'm going to ring around, see what we can find, and do some videos on them. But for a kettle, I thought pretty decent. Let's test it. So guys, what do we think? As much as I could really test it, again, as you've seen in the testing and the videos and stuff, that it does slightly rock on a normal stove. Camping stoves, it's not so bad, but again, with it being rectangular, square shaped, it does have a few issues with regards to that. I get why everything's round; it's more stable and everything. It just suits. It is what it is. But as far as that goes, for compatibility with this, it's great. Again, with doing it on your own and things like that on a camp stove, I'm still 50-50. It was a bit dangerous, if that's really boiling over and you try to grab it and it falls and that all falls out on you. Bit of a risk, that is. I suppose if it's over a fire and you're out of the way of it and stuff, it's not so bad. This kind of got quite hot. You'd have to pick it up with a stick or some gloves or something like that. You wouldn't really want to be touching that. Seems to radiate heat really well. But decent little stove. I mean, I didn't even have to clean it really. I mean, it's handled the heat really well. Normally it changes colour slightly, but it's done really well. I'm really chuffed with it. Definitely probably take it out, give it a try, but I don't think it's for me really. Let me know in the comment section, guys. Do you have one? Have you ever seen them? What do you think to them? Would you have one? Let me know. I like to talk about things like this because I don't really see stuff like this very often. And when I get a chance to do a review from the company, they was like, can you do a review on it, an honest review, and see what people think of it? Because they are, pretty cheap. Some of these go up to about £30. I've been looking on the internet and finding stuff, and I managed to pick this one from the company, and they say, well, we do them for £8. So there's a big price difference between them. So really, really shop around when you're looking for these things because there's some real good bargains to have. We're still not quite in camping season yet, and things like that. So, and hikers, I mean, with the weather at the minute, it's horrendous in Britain. It's just rain after rain after rain, and that takes away 90% of the hikers and the campers and stuff. It's only a 10% hardcore that will pretty much go out in all weathers and snow and sleet and fog and wind and rain and everything else. Just let me know, guys, because I'm really interested in this. See what you think about it. It's something different, but will it take off? It hasn't so far, I don't think. You don't really see many of them around. But let me know, guys. Please like, subscribe to the channel. It helps me out massively. with the analytics and the algorithms and things like that to get the channel out there, get more people involved in it. See you on the next one, guys. Thanks again.